Hello everybody, Rainbow Dark Dragon here, back with another Magic the Gathering Arena video. Today I'm going to show you Quick Draft. You basically draft against a bot, and it has assigned numbers to each of the cards. Some of the bots have certain personalities, etc. There's been whole scandals in the past about how to cheese these engines because there's certain packs and seeds for these drafts and for the bots themselves, so you can easily cheese what they'll pick out if you have the list open on another screen to see what they're going to pick or hoard for that draft. And sometimes they just don't draft properly. Like, you see like rares or removals sometimes just cycle all the way through, and then they just eat all the 2-drops or other different drafting behaviors. It's very annoying, basically. But that's what we had the gold for, so that's what I'm going to show you, which is one of the main drafts you'll be doing anyway. So these are the cards that I got for it. Boom, boom. And this is what we'll have to work with. Pretty good one, this one. Decent amount of dual lands. So a black splash is going to be pretty easy to do. They're also deserts, so cactus is going to be pretty good. Not sure how many of these I want. Maybe some, maybe none. Definitely will be playing this. This one, pretty decent. Especially in a multicolored deck. Just get any of our colors online in deserts. I think we'll be playing all of them. This, I might want to play it just so I can protect this card, because I think it's very crucial. Maybe one of this to keep off some bigger creatures. Strangely enough, a white murder. It just murders your opponent's creature. Murder is in this format, but it's black, 1. This is the white variant of just white and colorlesses. Not really a 1-drop, its spree is weird like that. Steer clear. Removal's removal, so I'll more than likely play it. I'm kind of split on this one. I don't want to put this or this onto the bottom of my library, so I very well may not play this card. Otherwise, if we had a heavy amount of mounts, maybe, but I don't know about that. I don't know about this one. Journey into Nowhere, pretty good removal. Very good removal, actually. So I don't hate our white removal suite. I mean, I hate the Steer Clear, but these ones are pretty good. Prairie Dog, just a good 2-drop. Trained Annex. Fine Mount. Equipment. It taps a creature that any player controls, so you can break 3 from board stalls. Pretty important. Makes more of a bigger field. Returns our small creatures back. Or even permanents. Such as Journey to Nowhere. If our opponent does get rid of it, we're able to return it back with this. So I definitely will play this. It's also Vigilance and Flying. Very good. This card anthems our board and allows us to tack in with Vigilance and keeping a bunch of creatures up. This card, also pretty good, putting a 1 counter on all creatures I control other than itself. Pretty powerful. Let's just hope we have enough low-level things to play in this deck. Don't think I'll play this. I don't think so. I think the black is just a splash color for crime and punishment. Maybe this guy. And possibly this card. because it's a flyer. Very important. Costs 1 less for each creature in my graveyard, and it gets rid of cards from our opponent's hand. And if they didn't discard a card with mana value 4 or greater, we just immediately draw a card. So not only does our opponent have to discard a card in the late game, they may very well have to discard a combat trick, and we still get to draw one. So I think this is very worth splashing in. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and start building the deck. And I'll see you guys soon. With that being said, this is what we got now. Might show you a little bit of a time lapse for this, but this one, 100% we're playing this one. Not sure about this one. Might not play this one. In fact, I might take this one out and just put in the vial. Maybe the boots. Or the vehicle. If I play vehicle, I want to do 18 lands then, just to keep our land count high for it. It also, that variant, would allow us to play this and a few other things to try and just ramp to these big 6 drops. But with this being the deck, I'm not too terribly disappointed in it. We only have one actual 1-drop, unless we put in Snake. Snake's not bad in this format. There's a lot of big creatures with toughness, and being able to stonewall those on the ground is pretty important. And just play a bunch of cards to beat our opponent's stall or stonewall might be a way we want to build that deck. This deck, I'm not too sure. That's my inherent feeling on that, if I should. But I think for the first game at least, we're going to try it like this and go from there. Alright? So, with that being said, let's 14, 3, and 10. Probably can lower this by dropping a 4-drop, which I think might be correct, and yeah, 15 creatures, 8 non-creatures. That 1 equipment enters play, makes a 1/1 body, so technically, I mean, it's not really an exciting creature, but it's still kind of another creature. Not really 8 2-drops. The reality is, this is not a 2-drop. This is not a 1-drop. So that only leaves us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 2-drops. This is why I brought this in. Just so I can have another 2-drop body on board. And it can do something, so there's that. 3.4 for the average cost. Kinda why I want to drop some of these other cards for some of the more light end. Greatest power could be 5. I don't think there's really a world where we necessarily care. We'd only want to have that if we had Cactus out, so if we had more Cactuses. Because Cactus is honestly a lot cheaper because of the amount of deserts that we're playing, which is a lot of deserts. If we had more of the cactus, then I probably would play this card. This tumbleweed is rising. With that being said, I'll see you in the gameplay. All right, and we are playing against Pin Hero as our first opponent. Interesting. We will mulligan. Better. We will set back the 5-drop. Well, if there's nothing else we're doing, honestly, if we're not gonna play anything turn 3, I'd rather have this out turn 2 instead of having this. That way, we at least get a 1/1 counter on it. Now, because of the removal spells this format, I will just pass and not attack here. I think that's a lot wiser of a decision. I really do. Now, let's go ahead and ramp. Get our black. And I think I'll pass again. In case he has double steer clear. Make him use a real removal spell here. Okay, now we're free to attack. Probably could have been free to attack this entire time. Get to freely cast this here. Swing for 3. Nice. I'm not sure how our opponent's at 15. Oh, the deserts. Okay. Okay, that makes much more sense. Now, let's see if our opponent concedes here or does something else. I don't know if there's a card that they can play. I don't know if Split Up's this set or was the detective set. Not sure. Alright. Just going to play these out for blockers. Which means I get to freely attack out. It's 2 to equip. If I swing out... I can freely attack with the 4-5, that's for sure. And I will. Unless he does have these steer clears, so we will get blown out here. But it's trading a 4-5 for a 4-5, so I think that's relevant. Getting the Prairie Dog to a 4-4 is pretty big. Actually, just getting it to a 5-5 is pretty big here. Yeah, so let's just do that. Choose not to play the cards in our hand. This way, if he does have any other combat tricks, we're still pretty good. Yeah. So I'm glad I didn't play our artifact out there. We would have been thrown out pretty bad. We lost our lasso. So now we get to freely attack with, well, not freely. Well, yeah, we still get to freely attack. Well, not exactly, because the keeper her. So let's go ahead and put it on here. Because we can tap this for mana in response. Because our opponent might just tap it in response instead of waiting for combat. And he did. So we'll add double green. And we can equip the lasso. Tap target creature defending player controls. Tap down that. Hit it for 6. And our opponent's in a pretty sticky situation. And we have plenty of combat spells and tricks to be playing. So that's pretty good for us. Always wait to tap the tappers on beginning of combat. Always do that. Alright, that's fine. I think we still get to Dance of the Tumbleweeds. If we draw a land... Yes. 100% we are going to be doing that. We are going to be doing the Dance of the Tumbleweeds. Okay, so he did have another one. Interesting. Very bad of him to do this, by the way. Because now he has to chump block with his creature. Yeah. So this is just a free attack for us. Gets rid of his blocker. Kills it. Yeah. That's pretty good for us. And we get to do both. Get another desert. Just to ping him some more life. And we're sitting pretty good with a 7/7 and 4/5. So he's going to need another removal spell. It's a good chance he only can play one here. Unless he drew another black Shoot the Sheriff with a white removal spell. Very good. Well, could be a possibility. But he is in no place to be making attacks like that. He is on the back foot. Cannot be doing that. Cannot be doing that. I'm still at 23. How much has he hit me for this game? And that Prairie Dog really did some work. Didn't it? Yeah. It totally did. That's very good for me, yeah. Okay. And we still have our combat tricks. We could play out the Grizzly and still have double white to deal 4 damage to this guy so we can still freely attack with everything and not lose any of our creatures. So that's the very good news here. Glad we held on to that. And he milled real cards. Very bad to be playing these kind of cards in this format. And that's just good for us. Turn hands. But I think I will still keep to the plan. And just answer his card. And just have overwhelming pressure. And I still get to cast this. Very nice. Get the lasso. Sure. And pass the turn. So we were in very good shape. He could have a wrath of some sort. We did overextend. I will be honest with you. We did overextend, but not punished. Neat. See you in game 2. That was quick. Mango smoothie. We are again hinged on mana. This hand does not have any way to get us out of it, and it's very heavy with only 2 interaction spells. I will mulligan this. Much better. Keep the 6, send the higher cost back. Planes go. And even if we don't do anything, this Prairie Dog will still allow us to play Magic. So, again, I like the Prairie Dog here. If our opponent has removal here, that sucks for us, and we'll have to draw out of it. No removal, and in fact, I'd actually like to just draw a land or a tap land here. Yeah, so let's just pass the turn, make the Prairie Dog bigger. So that was the advantage of at least keeping this hand. A way to get out of the mana screw, and a card to fall as a backup plan for if we don't get out of the mana screw. So I think this was very good, good plight for us. That's fine. Our creature also has lifelink, so not bad for us. Pass the turn. Yep. And we have the Steers Clears to kill this, and I don't know if I want to really steer clear that, honestly. I want to steer clear this. Absolutely. Now, I get to freely attack here with it. Because there's no way he'll block. Do I Journey to Nowhere the Snake Bronco? Yeah. I think it's a big enough threat. And we get to goat him with the 3-2, and we get to just steer clear it. So that's mostly why I attacked. It has lifelink. It's getting counters every turn. Let's just take advantage of that. Because leaving it back and our opponent not attacking anymore doesn't really matter that much with the lifelinker. So I'd rather just pressure some of his life total now. As you can see, we're already at 20. So he is going to get a desert here. I would like to get a force so we can also do that. I get to steer clear this. He still gets to gain 2. That's fine. Man, I'm glad I had the Prairie Dog, otherwise I would have been really, really devastated this game. It's really helping me get through this opponent's clutter here. I will save the steer clear. Now I will actually just hold back the prairie dog. So now we have a 6-6. So now we can start attacking again next turn. Especially if our opponent taps out here. Now, if he does attack with the 5-5, we just take it because we have a 6-6. There's no need to fall for a combat trick here. So we'll just take it. We're just drawing literally the wrong half of our deck. We just need to draw the lands part, and we can easily come out of this. Prairie Dog is helping us stabilize so hard right now. I'm so glad our opponent did not have a removal for this. Now, do we attack with the Prairie Dog next turn, even if our opponent does play an on-tap thing for the Spinewood Paladin, if that does exist? Our Prairie Dog will kill it. Unfortunately, we can't kill the Paladin because we didn't have a mount, so it only deals 2 damage, not 4. He does get to draw 2. So he replaces this and this to make a 7-7. Frustrating. Well, now we just plot. Pass the turn. And we kill the regular 7-7, I guess? Or do I kill the Trampler? I don't know. I think we're just too late. I think we're just way too late in drawing a land. Not even the right kind of land either. Yeah. So I think I will block the 7-6 here in case he has a +1/+1 combat trick. That way I can still kill the Paladin. And I have to block because 13 life, 14 damage, so... Okay. So, Prairie Dog kept me alive. Unfortunately, I'm still not drawing lands. And even if I did draw lands here, it would be worthless. But I didn't draw lands, so there's that. This has been a very awful position, but yeah, this is it. There's nothing we can do. Even if we draw a land, what do we play? Like a 2-2? So yeah, it's how it happens. Sometimes you get mana screwed. Nothing you can do about it. See you in the next game. Alright, we're back against Game 3 for whoever this Ajani opponent is. We have 2-drop. So, flats, plains, 2-drop. 4-drop, nothing. Opponent goes first, so we can technically mulligan here, fine. I just don't know if doing nothing turn 3 and 4 is worth keeping this hand. So do nothing turn 1. Play a 3-2, a 3-1 that's easily blocked and stonewalled by anything. Into turn 3 nothing, turn 4 nothing. Hope to draw. Yeah, mulligan. Better, honestly. So we get to Gulch here, and to 2-drop, and to 3-drop. Have 4 mana, turn 4, plus maybe a land. If it's desert, may be able to cast this even sooner. So I like this hand so much better. So much better. Because we're at least doing something, even if the 2-drop gets answered. Let's not reveal the plains, so just play the swamp. Probably did force, but it's fine. Now, do we block into combat trick? I don't think so. We'll have to see if they offer it, then I'll probably think about it. I'll think about it. Nah, we just try and ramp into Cactus. That'll be a pretty good one. So do we just dance to the Tumbleweeds just to get a desert? And get the Pylon Desert. Play a land. Gives us 2 mana. Just land drop. Desert. So I need a 2-drop to keep that. Now I will play this. I have to tap like this. Battlefield does not put it into play tapped. Well, I can just get it tapped now if I'm leaving up the... Yeah, I can just get a tapped land because I don't have a 2-drop to play. And this way I get to steer clear, get rid of his mana producer. Or do I just wait to play the Grizzly and then just steer clear the Century? Or the Paladin? Yeah. Yeah. Especially since 2 damage to a 3/3 isn't gonna do anything. Neither was me blocking against a 3/3, so glad that didn't happen. But now I just to play out Cactus. Pass the turn. Very good. Then we can land into Grizzly. Yep. And then the Steer Clear now does 4 damage after I get the Grizzly out. So I can deal with the Paladin here. And he'll be tapped out. Pretty good. So his playing Century is pretty good, but I like just trying to goad him. Also feels relevant, just to get rid of the 5-power creature. And he's still incentivized not to attack because 4 against 4. So I don't mind if he even just takes it. Good. No, I can just hardcast this next turn. I don't need to plot it. And just hold up the Steer Clear. Yeah. Now I'll have to Steer Clear and block, but I think that's still fine. In perfect honesty. I get to draw a card. That's sad. Well, take it. Steer Clear is back to doing absolutely nothing again. It's kind of why I don't like it. Just get a 4/5 out there. Get in for 3. Just play out another 3/3 defender to block his 3/3. Alright. Just try and gum up the board as much as possible and hope he doesn't have more action. Like the fight spell. Especially since it's just 2 for 1 dust, so hopefully. Yeah. This is why I don't like the Steer Clears. I'd much rather have our other white removal spells so I can actually do things. Looks like he just has big cards in hand, so just drawing the Spectre to discard a card would be nice. Instead, we just kind of drew nothing. Ward 3, I have plenty of mana. But it looks like I'll have to double block the 6/5, block the 7/7, and steer clear it. Well, not even steer clearing the 7/7 is not going to work. I have to double block the 7/7. Well, the 4/5 and the 3/3 double blocking the 7/7 does work, technically. He only gets to kill the Stagecoach. But that's still very annoying. That the steer clear still doesn't do anything. Yeah. 4, 5, 6, 7, 6. And now he has a 6/5 for next turn as well. Pretty annoying stuff. Well, we at least get back our mount. So this is good. Pass the turn. Technically, we have 3 blockers for 3 attackers, but he has 6, 7. Not looking good for us. Not looking good for us at all. He's just been too many bombs, too many. Well, not really any bombs at all. He's just playing too many high drops for us to deal with. Well, that's the way the cookie crumbles. And it has a menace. Oh boy. Yeah, we're just dead. Strange how it's not letting me cast that at all. It just didn't matter. I think I will get rid of this to play probably that. Do I want to keep it at just a splash? Because we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and these search for black sources. Just not necessary. Do I want this? Again, the most it could ever be is a 6/6, but majority of the deck is just 4s, so it's just 4/4 for 2. Not the worst. Yeah, we'll just try it like that. Try the snake. And we're playing against an initiate. What is this initiate stuff, by the way? I don't know what that is. I'm seeing this a few often times. Are those like bots or something, or what? We can keep this. We have interaction, interaction, interaction. And lands allows us to do interaction. This allows us to get this interaction back, so we can keep this. But seriously, this is like another time I've seen this initiate stuff. Like, what's the deal with that? If anyone knows, you think you probably comment down below. Maybe like and subscribe as well. You know, just to know, really. Probably should have just played with this, so I could have did the lasso equip. Eh. Oh well. I want to draw another land here, honestly. It's fine. Boom, boom. Get some good pressure on our opponent here. They have just not kept an action-heavy hand and have conceded. That's why those other games I've always mulliganed or tried to keep something with some kind of semblance of a curve. Because when you're playing this kind of format, if you're not doing anything, you're losing the game. And you're going to always be on the back foot. That was a quick one. A little too quick for my taste. Pretty instantaneous. This game does not have that many people that are instantaneous. If we keep, what is this really doing? Like a 3-3 that doesn't attack? A 1-1 that just hits our opponent? Not really doing anything, especially if we're going first for mulligan. I can keep this one. Get rid of Dirkler. Well, that is interaction, but I want to keep the lands. Hello. 3-drop, 3-drop. Just nothing but 3-drops. Okay. We get the white rain desert here. Boom. Pass the turn. Do we play this, then this? Maybe. If he's stuck on 2 lands, that's really good for us. So I'll try and be a little bit greedy. Pass the turn. Play this out. Then we can even ramp into this, honestly. That's a pretty good one to ramp into. Especially since the Grizzly will start to actually get a respectable toughness on the card. Very, the little Johnny comes out. Nice. And neat. Let's just play it out now, yeah. That way we can, next turn, play a Grizzly. Have a 1-1. Get another 1-1. And then okay, that was good enough for our opponent. Nice. Very nice. And that one was instantaneous as soon as I hit it. That was scary. That's scary. But I just need 2 more wins, and I break even this one. Scary hand to keep. Because if we get a green, guess what? We get the rest of our colors. Just on tap green source, 3-drop. So this is Magical Christmas Land, right? 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop, ramp, ramp. Although, even then, we're not able to, we'll be 1 off of casting this, and a few off of casting this, so this hand actually doesn't do anything. So yeah, mulligan. We can keep this hand. Probably have to bring back the Crime and Punishment. And just try and go from here. Okay. Drew our turn 1, tap land. Very good. This way also, if we keep getting lands, we can just cast this. I want to just play Prairie Dog out to keep this from attacking. Or at least the snake from attacking. Our opponent has a lot of good curve here. 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop. So that's pretty scary stuff. Yeah. Real scary. No blocks. So I kind of want to tap land here. Play this out. Make it a 3/3, but no. Might as well ramp into the 5-drop into reanimate after blocking with a Prairie Dog or something. Or just double block the Possum. Interesting. Turn any number of creatures to saddle it to understand. So our opponent has a lot more saddles than us. Our opponent forgot to saddle his and is now passing. I will just activate this ability, just make it a 4/4. Just so I can block his 3/1. Just so I can block his 3/3. That's fine by me. I much prefer this action of him having to use his removal here. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This allows us to play our 4/7 here. Which will also keep the aggression off from our opponent. Here's to hoping that our opponent doesn't have a... Why did it tap this? Like, that's not even a thing that the auto tapper does. I'm confused. Oh, 2 mana. Okay. So it would have been tapped out any... Okay. Never mind. I understand. Has vigilance. Right? No, it does not have vigilance. That's frustrating. If only it did have vigilance. That'd be nice. Well, I can saddle it. But that doesn't do anything. Pass the turn. Yeah. I would like to draw that card too right now. So opponent is empty-handed. These are just straight up scry lands. Which is nice about them. A lot of people don't realize that they do that. So they do have a lot of utility. Now, how do I handle him attacking with the 7/7? Thankfully, I didn't have to think about it hard, so that's good. Pull out a 4/2. which allows me to draw a card here. Journey to Nowhere. Very good for me. So now I get to Journey to Nowhere, get rid of the 7/7, or do I get rid of the Mystic Tether? Now, I have a... I don't like these random mill cards. I have this guy in my deck, so I could just play him, kill the Mystic Tether. So I will Journey to Nowhere the 7/7 then. My opponent, my board only got better by you not attacking last turn. Why is now attacking with your 7/7 better? It doesn't make any sense. You get to kill both my creatures. Like, yeah. 4, 5, 6, 7, but now they just freely kill yours. Like, how was it better now that I had more interaction? And the answer was it wasn't. Tap out. Get another black source, sure. And now I have a 7/7. Pass the turn. And I have a 2/2 to block his 1/1. And still have a Journey to Nowhere to just play. Now I can just lasso my Bounding Felidar, tap his Death Toucher, and attack, putting 1/1 counter on everything else I control. I'm not gonna get any value with this. So, we'll see what happens now. Onto this. Play a Pegasus. Saddle it. Attack with this. Tap that. Put 1/1 counter on all my creatures. And he has to multi-block with multiple creatures with low toughness in order to kill my card. So 3... What the heck is this? Like, what the heck was that? The auto damage assigner was like, I'm gonna screw you up, man. He does have a flyer here, so I get to Journey to Nowhere that. Okay. No problem. Eventually he'll stop drawing action. Eventually. Keep that on top, so that's concerning. Sure. You can do that. Yeah, that's fine. No bluff. Snake touches me. Okay. So, Journey to Nowhere. Eat that away. Play this up. Equip this to... Put this here. Yeah. Tap that. Tap the 5/5. And then he has to trade real cards to kill this. If I target this here. Yeah. And he has 18, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 13, minus 8. 8, 15, minus 4. 1. So, and I'm at 13, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Not exactly dead. Plus vigilance. So tap that down, swing out, and he'll have to make real trades if he wants to kill anything. Yeah. Nice. And then I have 2 blockers, so then he just has 5. He does gain 3 life here, but that's still not good because of the lasso. So he still doesn't have any free attacks. There's no point in equipping the lasso to the Pegasus, as it's just lethal if I attack in 2 turns anyway. Very bad for him to do that. Yeah, he realized it. And we're back. Just 14 seconds for this one for RLWs in the chat. Pretty good hand. Does a lot. Even with our opponent going first. We'll keep. So he does have a 1-drop to counteract our 1-drop. Unfortunate. But that's how it happens. How it works out. Playing the old Island Art and old Island Swamps. Pretty nice. I get to hold the... Well, no, I get to attack with this. Play this. Play out the mana producer. Pass the turn. Now, I could theoretically get on tap Desert Land so I can play Prairie Dog, and I think I will do that. So, do this. Don't want that. I'll still swing 2. Yeah, you have to double block. You know, yeah, I'll deal with the flyer. Snake can deal with the Razzle Dazzler. Yeah. You see, I was trying to tap my only green source, by the way. He's not gonna attack in, so I get to get a free point of damage here. Does get this double spell, get a counter on the Razzle Dazzler, but not really too big. And I could Pegasus, get back the Trained. Or do I want the Chocobo? That reminds me, the new Final Fantasy set's coming out soon. I don't know how I really feel about that. I don't know how I really want to feel about that. We'll just double block it. See how it goes. Because he still has to play 2 spells here to get a counter on it. So that means 2 instant sorceries. No, just 2 instants, because he hasn't played one this turn. Yeah. And is he gonna tap out just to... Yeah, Yeah, that was not worth it, opponent. And you should also hold the shark, so you could have just double spelled the next turn after that. Very poor plays. Get back, Fairy Dog. Pass the turn. Very poor plays. But I guess with our opponent's enchantment, they were just feeling confident. I suppose. You get 2 action spells out of his hand. So that was the nice part. Sure. Put a thing there. That's a good crime enabler too, by the way. Too bad we don't have anything for crimes. But getting in for 5 every turn is pretty nice, especially with our opponent not doing anything. Then I think I'll just plot this just so I can get to get a counter on the Prairie Dog here. Yeah. Why don't I just do nothing and just get 2 counters on the Prairie Dog? Make it a 4-4. 4-4 on this board is actually pretty nice, so I don't hate doing that either. Interesting. Swing for 5. Sure, tap it. You can reset his creature even, but just having a 4-4 here is what I want. Just invalidate his board. Have multiple things that he has to play. Incentivize him to get 2 counters on another counter on this. Then I can just kill it. Destroy target creature if it has no form. If there's no other creature with more power, then he plays another thing that has... They'll make it immediately have 4 power. That is annoying. Well. Swing 4. And this. Tap that. Gain 4 life here. Gotcha. Steer clear actually coming through. Boom, boom. Gain some life. And you know what? I'll just hardcast this. Gain 3 more life. Sure. Put him in a very tough pickle. Then I can probably main phase 2 after attacking with the Pegasus to return something from my graveyard. Like the trample creature or something and kill something else he plays. Probably the Razzle Dazzler. Nah, he didn't have anything. It's as if he knew. Just swing out, yeah. Tap the Razzle Dazzler, yeah. That way everything he blocks with will just die. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. So he does have to double block here. And he double blocked the... He was just dead, yeah. I didn't even notice that. Gentlemen, we have reached the break-even point at 6 wins? Or was it 5? I forget. But hopefully we get past this and get some gravy. This is a very playable hand. I will keep. Go this into mana ramp. Oop. That way, turn 3. Hope to play 4-drop. Very strong card. Very strong card. But hopefully he doesn't have removal for my Elegance. I expect him to have the white removal spell here, so I'm not going to block, because there's no way you would actually trade this card. Why are people playing this, by the way? It's just not good. Yeah, it's just not good. Oh! Start playing my pressure. Then the turn after this, I get to play the Rattle Horn to make more guys. Attack and make more guys. Play this, buff all guys. Pretty good. Opponent does have a Detention Sphere here. I hate special guest cards being in like these formats, because it takes away the deck building of this format, and that's just not good design. Let's just get a 5-5, a 5-4 down. Just keep the pressure. Keep the pressure on while alleviating my own pressure. That's my goal right now. I'm laser focused. We do have plenty of ways to remove this Detention Sphere. Well, like 2. Like Journey to Nowhere and the creature that the naturalized creature. But that's good enough, really. See, like, this is such a powerful card. Play this, play Forest into this. And I will just attack with this to get rid of his 5-4, or his 5-3 now. Because it getting +1/+1 vigilance wasn't going to do anything. So let's just push the advantage, get his board cleared of some creatures for the Rided Bighorn. Now he is only going to be able to, yeah, do something like that. He does have 3 mana here. Technically 1 mana of any color plus a thing. Let's make a giant attacking board here. Tap this down, saddle up, and swing out. Alright. Keep the pressure on. And if he does have that 1 mana 2 damage spell, it's just the other version. It's fine, there's nothing we were going to be able to do about that anyway. This person does not value that trainer whatsoever. Does not value it. and I will gladly eat that card for the Chocobo. 100%. I think our opponent misplayed there in getting rid of that. Yeah, make your own luck is cool here, but it doesn't do anything to stop my board from hitting your face. So crime. Three or less, that gets rid of this and this. And this, technically. Target creature or enchantment from your opponent's graveyard. Probably be this to get rid of this thing. And if I did that, that's 4, 5, 6, so 4. 4, so that's 8 damage to our opponent's face. Yeah, we'll just attack like this. Sure. And just punishment for 3. Or 4, depending on what he plays out here. And swing for 4. I think that's what we're gonna do. Can I do it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I can do X of 4. Perfect. Perfect. Nice. So we're gonna punish our opponent here. X equal 3. Restore each artifact, creature, enchantment, and mana value X. Gets rid of these ones. Keeps the 8/8 though. That's fun. So he takes 3 here. Puts him to 2. And we just draw 2 deserts to kill him. Hopefully. Hopefully we draw our Dance of the Tumbleweeds. That'd be pretty nice. Pretty nice. But he has to have a creature every turn. That's... wow. That's incredible. Well, we'll see what he has left in his hand. Hopefully he gets 4 or less. And it was. So we do get the draw here. He does have a Reacher. But he just needs 1 more creature or removal spell. Do you have it, opponent? Well, let's find out. You got it. Yes or no? He didn't have it. Sometimes you just have to make your opponent have it. Nice. Okay, this is the final game. Win or lose. Final one. So we lost 2. Just 1 more and we're out. This is our last one for even if we win. So basically, we won this draft, which is nice. But this is for all the models or just like 1 extra 100 gems. So, like I said, I was really happy with how we made the deck, and exactly what I said was going to happen in a lot of the games. Just grinding out us and our opponent, play our bomb and try and clear the board to hit into our opponent. That is, for the most part, what the deck was trying to do and accomplish, and we accomplished it. For the most part, we did accomplish it. Gosh. This hand is not really doing much. Yeah, we can kill a small creature. Yeah, we can ramp, but there's nothing to really ramp to. Maybe we just hope to draw? I don't know. We'll try it, but we'll see. So, our opponent... I'm not going to show the white mana. This keeps some pressure off. It doesn't exactly play anything. Journey to Nowhere. Play out the Mana Dork. Now, he is going to have this to draw a card here. Pretty annoying, and it is a 3/3. Yeah. Just play our 3/3 here. Play a Plains. And play another 2/2. That can trade with his 4/2. And our 3/3 can trade with his 3/3. Unless he has Combat Trick that he wants to pull out of nowhere. Very well can. You can also have Steer Clear. And the other uncommon one. That's from a different set, from a showcase. But it looks like a mirror match. White-green. Curry Dog, that's a good one for him. I would like that one. Now, we might just wait to dance the Tumbleweeds here. Well, if he has the 3 damage or something, he'll have the 3 damage or something. He's going to have it later on anyway, so might as well make him play whatever Combat Trick he had. He did have Combat Trick. Just fine. So we get to play our Grizzly. And pass the turn. Now, he does have a lot of life here, 25, because he gave it lifelink. Unfortunately, we weren't... Steer Clear is not a real good removal spell. But yeah, there's a good chance like that, like event would happen. Where our opponent just doesn't do anything. I do get to attack here for 4. Yeah. I want to get the elemental, but get another white. Pass the turn. This way we still have Steer Clear held up to kill his Grizzly here. Or do I kill the 5/4? It's questionable. We'll see what happens. Comes... Graveyard. Pretty cool. Nope, he didn't have anything else. Do take the 3. That's another one. Get to play a Cactus. Play a Death Toucher. Then we just have to hold that one back. Hurry Dog is going to be very annoying here. Hopefully it just activates his effect and we just journey into nowhere, the Hurry Dog. That's more or less is what we'll have to do. Pegasus gotten rid of. Getaway Glimmer is very good for us, for him to not hit. Or draw, rather. The fact that his 2 action spells is very nice to be off our opponent's top of his deck. Battling this one. More of his removal got hit. Get to bluff there. His Burrower will get bigger. I didn't know he was attacking with that one. I wasn't looking. Oops. Play a Journey to Nowhere. Try and hit the Prairie Dog. Yeah. This is really unfortunate stuff. Well, we tried. He also played one. That's very bad for us. Now it's an 8-8. Six, 4. Damn, I have to double block the Badger here. Get as many creatures off this board as possible. I need to draw Pegasus here. I did not draw a Pegasus. And that's the game. Well, we tried. But 6 out of 7 is really good. There's nothing to really cry about. Like 6 out of the wins is a pretty decent deck with some removal. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. Got to see everything, all of our bombs at least once. And we got the 2 packs anyway. So, that was it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll store some packs up for the achievements, might as well. And I was your host, Rainbow Dark Dragon, and I'll see you at the end of this rainbow.